We are currently in Watson Lake and have been traveling the Alcan Highway. While in Watson Lake, make sure to visit the world-famous signpost forest that has over 100,000 signs from all over the world. We are in Watson Lake. We're at the signposts here, and we have our own sign that we're going to put up. What does it look like, Greg? We found this going across Canada, and it said our Discover Canada, so we just added our Discover Canada RVing.ca, and we're going to hang that up wherever we find a spot.
Right?
Yeah, that's good.
That's cool.
This one is.
And there we are. Good, bad, or otherwise. Our sign.
Look us up.
And here's the story of the beginning of it all. I believe it was an American soldier, homesick when they were building the highway. Posted the first sign. Gertrude, the bulldozer. Part of the Alaska Highway build, and by the sounds of it, many things after the fact.
We're taking the Robert Cambell Highway, which comes out at Carmacks at a distance of 580 kilometers. On the Robert Cambell Highway, we plan to visit Francis Lake to do some fishing, Faro, where Greg lived and worked from 1986 to 1993, and Frenchman Lake, as this was one of Greg's favorite fishing holes back in the day. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a lot of dust kicking up from the dirt road that we're on, the Cambell Highway.
See what the trailer looks like.
Yeah, just wondering what the trailer's gonna be like when we get parked. One stops and lets the other one go by. There's still lots of room, but the gravel shoulders, it's easier to just... The Robert Cambell Highway is 60% gravel and 40% paved.
So up in the Yukon, you get free firewood. So we picked up a little bit for a couple nights. Here's your deposit for your camp fees. We're at Francis Lake. Here the fishing's really good. We're at campsite number 6, and it's a lovely little site. We bought our camping passes online, and buying them online, you get them for $18 rather than $20. It's a little bit cheaper. So this is our campsite. It's a nice lake access right there. Nice big stall. That's a nice little beach area. It's a nice campsite. On the hillside there you can see that purple. It's fireweed. A lot of it looks pretty. Our luck has changed.
Come back. We'll let you go.
We do have a fire going, like I said before. We get free firewood. Like I said, the campsite is beautiful. Just beautiful. I mean, the water's flat, like glass. You just couldn't ask for a nicer night. There's some loons out there in the water. I don't know if you can see them or not, but like I said, it's a lovely spot. Highly recommend visiting the Yukon. 9:30 at night. Francis Lake. Beautiful night. It's a beautiful morning. 6:30 in the morning. Have coffee, head out for a fish.
This morning, we decided to shoot down the opposite end of the lake in hopes of finding more fish. There we go. Cindy's pike.
That'd be a small lake trout. No, we don't really.
Greg's turn this time.
We're definitely glad we brought the fly rod.
Another lake trout. Small.
So. Well, flat tire number 1. Hopefully it's the only flat tire, but it's on Robert Campbell, just actually the crest of the hill by Frenchman Lake.
We're at the Finlayson Caribou Herd Lookout. There's a summer range, winter range, bunch of lakes. Francis was one of them, and that's where we were at. We are on our way to Faro, but we ended up with a flat tire.
The reason to stop and see Faro was I used to live there. We moved there in '86 and I worked there until '93. It's a mining town, or it used to be a mining town. There was a large lead zinc mine there. The area you're looking at now is the school. Also, the grocery store used to be in that area. There's a liquor store there. What you're looking at now is the church that was there. Probably been there since '69. What's coming up here is the house I used to live in. Nicole was actually born in Whitehorse, and when we were living in the Yukon, so we were there for about 7 years. It was a good life, but we enjoyed ourselves while we were there. As in everything else, it's time to move on at times, and so just back for a quick visit. A beautiful view outside our dining room window are Frenchman Lake in the Yukon Territories. Frenchman can be found just off the Robert Cambell Highway in Frenchman Lake, Yukon Territory. I think we'll probably end up spending about 5 nights here. And we'll see, maybe we'll go out for a evening fish. You got till about 11:30 before the sun sets. You got lots of time.
First cast. Look at that. He's a feisty fish. Ooh.
I'm gonna let him go shortly.
From the largest fish to the smallest fish. It's a baby jack.
Yeah. Sitting around the campfire. No campfire. July the 11th. 10:30 in the morning. Just before we go out for a fish. Went out last night and caught one, probably about 35 inches. Our biggest one yet. Lovely spot though.
Happy heavenly birthday, Dad.
Was it your dad's birthday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
My turn to catch a fish. Dad'll help me out.
Yes.
Got it.
I don't know if you can see this, but there's a, looks like there's a ring around the sun.
Here's Greg with yet another one. Greg 3, Cindy 0. Midnight swim. And how is it?
Huh?
How is it?
I don't want to tell you. Cindy's turn. It's midnight. Midnight dip, Frenchman Lake, Yukon Territory. Land of the midnight sun.
So
She's not too keen on it. Once in a lifetime.
oh no. Shit. I took it. Whoa.
Took a dip last night and now you can't stop her. She's in the water. So you're gonna start standing up too.
Good try. Don't need to take a picture of my ass.
Too late. It's on the front page.
Hope I don't fall.
Don't go too far. In water world.
Paddle away.
I should push her over.
And he's off. And that is how you get down to get off the board.
Beautiful Yukon evening.